Hello, Disney Infinity Trainers. Welcome back to my character review series here on TV. Today we are reviewing the one and only Ultron, the ultimate villain in the Avengers universe. That's definitely arguable, but at least in the most recent Avengers movie, he was the ultimate villain. And so, regardless, he is a very awesome character in Disney Infinity 3.0. And I just picked him up this morning. He was released today, and just in testing him out, he seems very, very powerful. I'm really excited. At least reading the descriptions of his moves. To be quite honest, I haven't seen very much gameplay from him, and so I'm trying him out for the first time, and he seems like he's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and ready up some enemies, but first. I'm definitely going to show off his skill tree so you can kind of become familiar with what type of character he is and stuff like that. So as always, we start with the health and defense section, and I'm happy to see that he has all of these things because if you've seen any of sorry, if you've seen any videos, you know that I often never invest in unless I have to. And with Hulkbuster, this was in the way of another health upgrade, so I had to invest in it, and the same was true for the other side. But luckily, I don't invest in any of these if I don't want to, and I don't want to, so so that's good. So he has 3 health boosts. He has a mid-air recovery and perfect strength, so he's a very super strong character. In addition to that, he also has the health regeneration, which Disney Infinity game series that we do on the channel where the characters fight one another, it's going to be pretty powerful. I think he's going to be a very, very powerful character that I wasn't really expecting. So he regenerates health over. That's very good. And I definitely maxed that out. So we'll definitely see how that looks in combat when we fight some enemies. So that's the health and defense page. He looks like he has a lot to do with health, in addition to him having really powerful moves as well. So special ability page. Now this is one that again I wanted to invest in certain ones, but at the same time I didn't want to go all in here because I wanted to focus maybe more on his combat ranged attacks. So what his special move does is it allows Ultron to command his army to attack every target within a certain area. So he basically summons other robots to fight for him. How awesome is that? I when I was streaming the other day, one of my viewers was talking about this ultimate move, and they were saying it's so cool and everything. And just reading that description, it sounds awesome. So unfortunately, I was not able to invest in additional uses for the special move meter, but I was thinking his special sounds super, super powerful, so maybe it's just better for us just to kind of keep it as a one-time use, and then if it recharges over time, then that's good, because he summons more enemies to fight with him. That's really powerful. So right here, this increases the damage, and he has three potential damage increases, so that's pretty good. And then this is the one that I wanted to invest in. Crowded Field. It increases the number of robots that respond to his command. So it adds robots for his special. And then this does it again. So I added multiple extra robots to his special move, and that just sounds super powerful. So that's what I did for his special. So definitely it's going to be up to you whether you want to invest in a similar way, whether you want to go ahead and go all in and just dump every skill point you have into, all of these. All up to you. But I felt like this was going to be useful for what he is. Next, we're looking at melee. So you can increase the damage a couple times. You also have some blocking capabilities. This to me sounded really cool. So what you're doing is you're dodging. This allows you to dodge and then repeatedly attack the enemy. So I invested in thrust and thrash. It says Ultron dodges an attack by engaging his thrusters, then follows his successful evasion with a hard-hitting ground attack. So that sounds very powerful. I mean, dodging is something that we often use when we're fighting in Disney Infinity games, or Disney Infinity in general. And so the ability to dodge an attack and then respond with a powerful attack sounds very good. So I definitely thought that would be a good investment. And then here, I had some leftover skill points at the end. I only had a couple leftover skill points, so I went ahead and invested in the perfect timing combo move. There is another combo move, unfortunately I was not able to get to it, and then there's another damage increase which I also was not able to get to. So again, it's up to you how you want to invest in him, but that's what he looks like. And lastly, we have the ranged skills attack. Now, Ultron's ranged move, I'll show you in a little bit, but it's really different than a lot of other characters. You know, you compare him to, you know, Iron Man for comparison, even Venom, many of the other Disney Infinity characters that have notable ranged attacks. You can run while you're doing it, you can charge it up, you know, you can charge up Iron Man's blasters, you can charge up Nova's blasters, you can charge up Merida's arrows, you know, you can charge up Joy's orb, and while you're running, you can still throw them, so you could repeatedly throw them while you're running. Ultron, on the other hand, he shoots a consistent beam of energy out of his hand, and there are two things about this. The first is that you cannot aim, and you also cannot charge it, but additionally, when you use Ultron's ranged attack, he stops. So he cannot do it while he's running, and I'll go ahead and showcase that. It's pretty interesting. It looks very powerful though, so of course this increases the damage. This allows him to fire powerful energy blasts from both hands. So when you start out with Ultron, he only shoots out of one hand, but if you upgrade with this one, he shoots out of both. And then of course this increases the damage. Then this ability here is called magnetic personality, and he uses his magnetic currents to pull a target towards him by pressing the square button. So I'm not sure if you have to jump through any hoops in order for that to initiate, or if you can just kind of do that anytime. I'm definitely going to try that out. And then of course he has a finisher called Attract and Repel. You know, after utilizing magnetic currents to pull an enemy in, he knocks them back with a powerful blast of energy. So that's like a pretty standard finisher. This might just be the starting point of his finisher as well. And then you can I went ahead and did that as well. So I went all in on his ranged attacks. I almost went all in on his melee. And then I did what I felt was kind of useful and necessary between the two. So it's up to you how you want to go and upgrade Ultron, but he is a flyer. He has maximum strength. He is a tech specialist. Of course, he's a robot. He is indeed a villain, and of course, he is a marksman. So very, very cool character as well. And honestly, he surprised me. I wasn't really kind of he looked like a cool character, and I wasn't really kind of thinking about whether he would be awesome or not, but he's definitely proven to be very cool. So let's go ahead and thrash around some bad guys, or some good guys, because I'm a bad guy. I don't know. We'll see. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and show off his ranged attack first. So as you can see, you can't aim, but he just shoots a beam from his hand. And his punch is pretty strong. That beam looks pretty good too. So I'm just pressing it, that whole thing, I just pressed it once. And if you hold it, it doesn't change it at all. I'm also pressing the aim button, the left trigger button, and nothing is happening. So again, you cannot aim. I actually just died, wow. So much for the health regeneration, right? Alright, it looks like it does a pretty fair amount. Let's go ahead and try that ultimate. Wait, what is he doing? Oh. Yeah, let's try that special move. Whoa, look at that. That is super awesome there. And they just go ahead and fight for you. But of course I died once again. Alright, let's go ahead and try that then. If these guys are going to be difficult like this. Oh man, I missed it. Of course I would miss it. I was waiting for it too. I knew I would have it. Oh, right when I was going to use it, he killed me. Alright, that's fine.
I can never be defeated. I will eliminate.
Oh, come on. How weak is Ultron? Or how weak am I? Which one is it? No?
You will lose life form.
Whoa, that's awesome right there. That's the finisher. So he pulls them towards him and then he just kind of blasts them away. That's very cool. Oh, that's cool. And you can just press square. So he basically has a force pull ability. So if you've used any of like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, if you hold square, force pull. They pull the enemies towards them. And Ultron basically has that. That's very, very cool. So that's what that was. Yeah, that's very helpful as well. Wow. All right, I like him,
Prepare to
and I
be
missed the finisher again,
eradicated.
but we did see the and I liked it quite a bit. So let's try another wave, just to get more of a feel for what he looks like. He runs kind of weird. I guess he's not supposed to be running though. In the movie, he's often flying or maybe walking. Yeah, he runs really weird. Stick to being an evil villain, Ultron. That's so cool. I love that.
You will
Nice.
lose life form.
Wait, let's try
Will not hesitate
dodge
to
and hit
defeat
move.
you.
Okay.
You will lose
That takes
life
off a
form.
good amount of their health too. All right, so let's see how quickly his health regenerates then. So let's up here. Okay, it's a pretty steady rate. All right, I'll give him that. I guess if he's being onslaughted by attacks, then it's not going to do that much. But if you're able to get away, I think something that really helps him with the health regeneration is the fact that he can fly. So, for example, in the Disney Infinity games, if he is in trouble, if he's running low on health, all he needs to do is just zip out of there and bide his time, and he'll eventually be at full health again. So I think that's pretty fitting of his character because he's a really kind of calculating character. He kind of thinks and plans things before he does anything. So all right, let's go ahead and summon his robots. I think he's had enough. But look how cool that is. They just like pop out of, and you can continue to fight at your own pace as well. And so that's pretty useful because what I can do is I can let them do the fighting. They're already gone, but I was gonna say I could just let them do the fighting in my time and heal my health. But let's finish that big guy. He's definitely getting on my nerves. Go ahead and blast these guys apart.
Your defeat is logical.
Make sure we don't hit the button because then another wave will spawn.
Identify your weak spot. I will delete you.
All right, let's try to get that finisher going again. Okay, maybe he doesn't look like he has very good defense. Yeah, look at that. One hit kills him. This big enemy, but I guess you got to use Ultron strategically, but luckily he definitely has a lot to work with, so it's not hard to kind of optimize him, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. All right. That didn't even do anything to the big one. Okay, wow, that's embarrassing. It's okay though. So he might not be able to take a hit pretty well compared to Iron Man, or Hulkbuster Iron Man, of course, but overall, you know, pretty cool character, and he definitely finished that guy pretty easily. So let's go ahead and test out his flight. We already saw a little bit of it, but, you know, he does fly just like any old character, and that's pretty cool. Overall, Ultron is very, very awesome. So let's see, I'm trying to get an angle on him so we could look at his face. Let's just go up here to the top of the tallest building. Where is it? I guess right here.
I will absorb your energy.
All right. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this Ultron character review and gameplay video. Let me know what you thought of Ultron, and let me know which is your favorite character of the characters that have been released to this point. We will have a few other Disney Infinity 3.0 Marvel characters coming out pretty soon. Well, in March, that's not pretty soon, but the point is, this will hold us off until then, and in December we're getting the Force Awakens characters, in January we're getting Boba Fett, and in March we're getting Marvel plus Zootopia. So almost every single month from here until March, excluding February, we are getting new Disney Infinity characters. So that's something to be very excited about, and I will definitely be doing character reviews for all of them. So stay tuned for the Spot character review and gameplay video, and I've already uploaded the Hulkbuster character review and gameplay video, so if you'd like to go ahead to see if Hulkbuster is your cup of tea as well. But so far, I really like Hulkbuster, and I'm really, really liking Ultron as well. I like him a lot more than I thought I would. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you around. Have a great day.